Hello everyone, I'm Greg Otto here with FedScoop, and we're at the Adobe Digital Government Assembly today, and I'm here with Al Wiesner, the Senior VP of Information Analysis Incorporated. Al, thanks for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me this morning, Craig. We look forward to a super conference today.
Give us your perspective on the progress of the government in their digital initiatives. Are they keeping up with industry?
Well, I think President Obama issued the digital platform strategy in May, which I think is kind of the impetus that's going to start the federal government. There are some agencies that have already started on it, but I think with the digital strategy that more agencies will embrace it and continue, because there is a timeline, right, that they have to. And also, I think they most probably are behind private industry. Remember, private industry is profit-based, right? Let's be candid. That's what drives us, right, in private industry. So we always worry about competition, you know, and that type of thing. So I think what we can do is that we can take some of those lessons learned and help the federal government folks out.
So helping the federal government folks out, what can industry do more? Elaborate a little bit more on how private industry can help.
I think like Adobe has digital tools, okay? Adobe's pretty much gone to the digital, which is great because that's where everybody wants to go, right? You know?
Right.
But there's tools, but also we can use what we learned in the private sector for our best practices and maybe even some of the apps that we developed that can help. I know it's a different customer set, it's a government, but still you want to take the data that they have in their databases. By the way, those databases have been there for years, right? So all we have to do is show them that they can be successful when they deliver customized documents, letters, handbooks, whatever that they need, okay? And here again, they have to have that sense that they could be successful, okay? And then that's important, okay?
Now, on the heels of success, the themes for today's conference are secure, efficient, and engaged. With that in mind, can you talk to me about some of the technology that is secure, efficient, engaged that's already in place in the government?
Well, let's just take Adobe, for example, because obviously we're at the Adobe conference. Okay. That's probably a good thing to do here,
Shameless
right?
plug, it's okay
right,
today.
Exactly,
it's
right.
okay.
Okay, Adobe has their digital marketing tools, okay, which is basically focused on delivering customized documents, forms, handbooks, whatever, based on the digital data that's in the database, okay? So the document services, AEM, experience management, is there. It's proven in the marketplace. So what we have to do as industry, we have to make sure that our counterparts in the government understand what the technology is and how they can use it and how they can be successful at using it. It may not be the same as at Department of State as it is Department of Veterans Affairs, obviously, or the Social Security Administration. Right. But I think the technology is there. It's almost like we've got to make sure that the government understands the vision, Craig, you know what I mean? That they understand how, because having paper all these years and grown up with paper, it's hard to make that transition, okay? And I think that's how we can help. The tools are there. By the way, there are other people besides Adobe, I hate to say that, but I think working with the folks, okay, as I call it, the day-to-day folks that they know they have to change. I mean, there's no doubt they understand that, okay? It's just making sure that they're successful and they can work on their vision, because we don't know them. We don't know their programs or applications, right? But we know the technology. So I think that's where the marriage is. You know, it's not that we go in and tell them, hey, this is the way you have to do it. No. Here's the tools, here's the technology. Now you tell us what your vision is, and let's make the marriage. Okay?
So you keep talking about vision. Talk to me about who do you think in the government is leading that vision. Talk to me about an agency or somebody that you've seen in the government that is already doing a good job with the technology.
Well, I'm going to point to one of our best customers, Craig, and that's Department of Veterans Affairs.
Okay.
Okay. They've been pretty much maligned, and as you know, what's been happening with them. But I think over the years, they've accumulated and they've basically put out digital forms. They've actually taken and captured that digital data and put it in their database. What we're working with them now is delivering customized documents.
Okay.
For example, when the veteran enters let's say VHA, which is the Health Administration,
Okay.
to get a health benefit, you need to fill out what we call a 1010-EZ, which you have no idea, but it's a form, right? Surprise,
Right, okay.
surprise, right? Well, we automated that form so when the data is submitted, that it's already, the checks and balances are already there, so the data is clean once it gets back,
Great.
okay? So now it's in the database, so they do their process in the back end, which is all digitized. Now, when they say, okay, the veteran, you are eligible for level 1 or level 2, whatever you're eligible for, then a customized document would go to the veteran, okay? Then if he wants to see more, then he can go in and create what we call a VA handbook, which basically we take the data and we customize it based on his eligibility. And we deliver that to him on his phone, his iPad, or whatever, because mobile is the key.
Way we're
These
going.
young folks, like you, Craig, you don't want to go to a desktop, right? When you're in the Safeway, you want to be able to see it on your phone, right? So that's kind of where we're at. We're starting to deliver customized digital content to the veterans, okay?
Great.
And
Great.
on demand, okay? Not that they have to fill out 13 forms, and they get something in the mail. When they're in the line at Safeway, they can get their handbook, for example.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for talking to us about this today, Al. I appreciate you taking some time out, and thanks for coming to the conference.
Well, thank you for having me, Craig. I appreciate it.
No problem. For more of our videos, check out our YouTube channel, and for more information, check out fedscoop.com. I'm Greg Otto. Thanks for watching.